How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to more Bloodborne Part 2. Now, if you're wondering, where the heck's Part 1? Well, YouTube has been giving me a little bit of technical difficulties with that one, so I'm getting that sorted out, so hopefully it'll be back up soon. But, here we are, Part 2. Ready to resume our nightmare.
Master Willem, I've come to bid you farewell.
Oh, I know. You think now to betray me.
No, but you will never listen. I tell you, I will not forget our adage.
We are born of the blood,
Love those old man,
made men by the
old man
blood,
lips.
undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open.
Fear the old blood. I must take my leave.
Hey, Mouse. By the gods.
By the gods.
Fear it.
Fear it, Lawrence.
Well, so, you know, the more I'm starting to learn about this healing church, the more I'm starting to not care for it. So true. So true. Hugh Schafter. That's such a great name. Yeah, man. Very good. Antoine Hatz, hello. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, we're resuming our adventure in Yarnum. As you guys can see, before we got started tonight, I went ahead and bought the sword. Oh, yeah. Got it all upgraded. So we get right into the action. So we're going to be heading down into Hemwick Channel. Ooh, hit me with that frenzy. Mouse, I've never actually seen this sword used for more than like a few seconds, so this will be cool. Yeah, it's basically like a claymore and a straight sword from Dark Souls, all in one. The best of both worlds. Look at that. It's a beautiful weapon. Hugh Schaffner, did you know you can parry those guys the second they start any attack animation? No, I didn't. I need to remember to actually parry. Thanks for the reminder. What a gorgeous game, huh? I mean, look at this detail. I always like this little area here. This little, like, piece of woods before the Forbidden Woods, but this little... It's almost like a battleground, the way it's laid out. All these guys with their guns showing around. Oh, Cesare's killed me so much. Me too, that's why I'm taking it a little slower. around the periphery. You just dash through, odds are you're gonna get taken out by the firing squad. This is where the snipers of Yarnum train. The enemy sniper. Whoa! This is the Diamond Dogs. It's interesting to see this place at night. I usually go as soon as possible. I've only done that once. I came down here to see what this place looked like in the daytime. But personally, I think this area looks a lot cooler at night. But then again, I feel like the entire game pretty much looks cooler at night. Why would somebody do that to those doggies? This just reminded me. I was going to mention this last time, but like the kind of, it's almost like an in-joke at this point. The doors opening in the From games, the double doors. It's so great. They really fly out too. But the double doors, a few months back when there was that piece of super low res video from, supposedly from Elden Ring. Some people were wondering if it was real or not. It's like, as soon as I saw the door animation being reused, I knew it was a real From game. These ladies. Yeah, speaking of insight, when we head back to Yarnum, I'm going to try and really crank the Madman's knowledge, because I want to start seeing the amygdalas before we kill Rom. It's so unsettling. Imagine being in the recording booth while that woman was doing that. Oh yeah, that's a shortcut. We need this game on PC, people. This is basically the Undead Settlement, Dark Souls 3. Although obviously this is first. Antoine. Yeah, I'm gonna... The first part, there's something weird going on with it. I tried to tweak a little bit of the video just from the very beginning. And YouTube totally messed it up. So it's re-processing on YouTube right now. So hopefully by tomorrow it should be good to go. But I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm not used to seeing these things spawn, so maybe I usually don't have this much insight. thank you. This is making my love for this game blossom again. Me too. I feel like I'm appreciating this more than ever. Maybe it's just because I've played almost nothing but Dark Souls 3 by and large lately. So seeing this like fresh content is really incredible. But really just noticing the density of detail, you know? Just like the love and craft put into everything here. I'm not quite sure about that hitbox. That was a little questionable. I was really enjoying the axe, and we might keep upgrading that too. Still got it, but the reason I wanted the sword primarily was just for when we get to the DLC boss. Something fast is basically a necessity. You can roll into those ladies and they'll be stunned through the roll, so you can just smack away. Oh nice, I didn't know that. Thank you. Sabotage, yo. Hey man, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Already looking nice and blood-soaked. And flammable. See Arnhem in the distance. I think we're going to be doing all the content too. Maybe not the Nightmare Frontier. Maybe, we'll see. But definitely Canehurst Castle. And definitely the DLC. That's like the best part of this entire game. Yeah, the DLC might be the single best thing from it. So good. Whoops. I think that's the first gravity death. There it is. Unfortunately, we just grabbed that shortcut though, so. It's kind of the trend though, it's just I think outside of Dark Souls 3, the DLC for pretty much every one of their Souls games and Bloodborne here, it's usually the best part of the game. I fell into the nightmare hole. The void. Yeah, the screams so demented. It's like getting these voice actors to really go that extra mile. It's like no restraint, just go nuts. It's really cool. It's like, even with most like traditional horror games, it's like I feel like you don't get those kinds of performances. They only go so far, which is understandable because I mean it's pretty deranged, but I love that. Stop. Japanese know how to get screams. Evangelion is a good example. I've never watched that. I was considering it recently, but I was kind of overwhelmed by like where to start or like what to actually watch. Guitar stuck. Yeah, I think I was channeling that subconsciously. Something ironic about the blood echoes being there. Elevators being close associates of gravity. Whoa! Just did it again. I think this game still looks better than Sekiro even. Definitely from an art design perspective, but just, I don't know, the models in the environment just look higher detail. I'd be interested to know just how much Sony's internal development team worked on this versus From. Same thing with Demon Souls. Old Midge is chilling in the farmhouse. Yeah, I forgot. The torch is actually like a pretty decent weapon towards the beasts in this. If you do watch it, start with the original 1995 show. Don't watch the Netflix one. Noted, thank you. Yeah, I'm calling it. Hemwick, definitely a much cooler area than the undead settlement. It's insane they did lighting mapping or whatever with the wood grain. Yeah, looks awesome. Yeah, it's that's bump mapping in action. See the difference is how we move the light around that piece of wall there. Yeah, I gotta be careful here, otherwise this game's gonna eat up our entire Halloween games month. Can't spend too much time taking in the sights, as beautiful as they are. I gotta be honest. I'm really surprised that guy didn't just walk through the fire. But give the AI a little more credit, I guess. Nah, from what I can discern, it was just one Sony supervisor or whatever that worked on the installs. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, from what I understand, Sony didn't have a ton of confidence in the project. That's why they didn't publish it outside of Japan. Big mistake. Hugh, don't forget the roll tactic. Oh, I did. Thank you for reminding me. I use it on this lady. Try pushing her. Goodbye. Yeah, it's like the same thing. Dark Souls 3 on Mid Settlement. All of these assets are almost exactly the same. Get this open. Take out Mr. Beef Wellington over here. Alright, fool. Try and parry the next one. If I recall correctly, this is where you go to Hemwick. Or excuse me, not Hemwick, Canehurst, right? It's where you summon the, your ride. Risk and reward, folks. God. Can you parry dogs? I guess it'd be pretty funny if you could do that. Alright. Oh, my bullets don't travel that far. Those dogs? I always thought they were goats. Yeah, they're dogs. They just have like blades going through their heads that kind of look like goat horns. Let's take a closer look. Yep. He got a big old blade in his mouth. And many other blades tied to him. Tied to his feet. Who do you think did this? Who tied the Wolverine blades to the dog? It's Miyazaki. The next Bond movie, they should just get Miyazaki. Lake. Should jump in and rinse all this blood off. A nice little dip. Why would someone do that to them? Why indeed? Wow, it's like dogs with bees in their mouths that shoot bees with their bark. Yeah, I know that reference. I get that. The beehives are disguising themselves as dogs. Of course. Alright, I'm gonna try and parry this jabroni again. Take a little insurance out though. Chickened out. I fucked up. Oh boy. So the witches, I recall, can be kind of a very easy or very frustrating fight. So hopefully RNG treats us well here. I also like how the regain tactic works even after they're dead. Like the idea is your hunter is just going like totally blood crazy. Just hacking away. Reveling in it. It's a nice like little... Well, there's like mechanical details that ties into the overall world design that these guys are really good at. That's what I'm talking about. So many bodies. Where is she? Bewitch. So if we listen carefully, you can hear her. This is where good headphones come in handy. Crystal Lizard if you broke those barrels at the top of the stairs. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. Now I'll go back for that after this. Where are you? The regain thing also lets you, encourages you to play a lot more aggressively than Dark Souls. Smart. Mouse, yeah, it's a good question. I think if you have zero insight, although don't you get an additional one just by walking in here? But I think if you have no or low insight, they don't spawn, but I could be wrong. So we don't even have the second one's health bar yet, but she's here. The witches. Plural witch. Now, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to jinx it, but this fight's going pretty smoothly. I just, yeah. Shit. It's like little love tap. That's the kind of HP that the player usually has once they get killed. This fight is kind of like a more interesting version of the false idol fight from Demon Souls, I think. Pretty similar, just a little bit more mechanically interesting. Not necessarily thematically interesting, but mechanically. Oh. Shit. No! Two. Night. See you in hell. Alright, let me go back for that crystal lizard. Yeah, that was something that bothered me in DS3. The combat felt like the rally system would have fit perfectly. Yeah, and it's very hard to do a build. Like, there are some items you can use that give you health regain, you know, but not in a way that ends up being comparable to this. So I think the only time I died here is when she magic blasted at point blank. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably her best attack. It's unlocked by that too. Still some weird noises going on. Yeah, DS3 usually just made me want to play Bloodborne. I mean, I love DS3, don't get me wrong. Like I've mentioned before, I'm coming up on like 800 hours in that game. I love it, but it does kind of feel like a greatest hits album versus its own thing. Poor Hunter. Hey, wait a minute. He's got the same outfit I do. Must be a cool guy then. Alright. Let's go upgrade. DS3 for me, it does have some good moments. I feel like it's, like I said, kind of like greatest hits vibe, but the PvP in that one is really good, in my opinion. I love doing invasions and, you know, all that in that game. Okay, so yeah, we could now do the DLC, which I'm not even going to attempt at this point, because we'll just get slaughtered, so we're not going to do that.
This was once a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find.
Creepiest line of the game incoming.
Even the dog, should it please you. This was one of...
If it pleases you. Yeah, he's got a thing for Maria, doesn't he? We don't need any of that. We do want this. lest we forget. To escape this dreadful hunter's dream, halt the source of the spreading scourge of beasts. Let the night carry on for lest the night carry on forever. Phew, the early chunks are nice though. They are. Getting pwned in one hit by the badass old hunters, not so much though. So we've got 21 insight and 17 madman's knowledge. Very, very close. You can't buy those, can you? I'm guessing not. Okay, 2 away. I've always wanted to do that. Oh. Let's upgrade the weapon. Duh. Alright, I just did that. Sorry. It's, again, like last time, it's been a bit of a long day.
Welcome home. What is... Very well then.
Let's min-max this. 12, 12, 15, 15, 18. There we go. Do you think that the white... oh boy. The white blood that comes out of the doll is related to that?
Farewell, good hunter.
Yikes. I don't know. I
May
hope
you
not.
find-
That'd be really dark. It is white, isn't it? Hmm. Yeah, pale blood. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. Jesus Christ.
Welcome home. What is it? Very well.
Pale blood. Yes, it is. It's pale blood. That's what it is. Oh boy. Okay, let me think. Where do we want to go? Cathedral Ward. She's alright. Hugh, there are eyes on the inside of her head, by the way. I do remember that. We'll take a look next time we go back to the dream. It's kind of like in Dark Souls 2, the Emerald Herald has... she has like 2 different colored eyes, but you can only see that if you get underneath her hair with a camera. Just a weird little pointless detail. So now, let's look around Cathedral Ward a little more. I do want to find Adriana. It's not this way. Hey, it's our pal.
Oh, hello there. Perfect timing. I must warn you not to go near the tomb.
Sorry, I mean, I'll get right back to you on that. I wanted to be cool and finish him off with a shot, but it doesn't do shit to him.
Oh, hello there. Perfect timing. I must warn you not to go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. Henrik, an old hunter, has gone mad.
Yeah, Henrik's a
He's
badass,
my
if I recall
mark.
correctly.
Don't go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. I have business there first.
We'll try to help her out. But yeah, Henrik is a beast. taking a little nap. Snap those legs right off. Do you think there's any other games that have this amount of detail packed into their worlds? I mean, it's just in terms of like sheer density. This is so insane. So I know I keep repeating myself with that, but I'm just being blown away constantly. Got his eyeball lamp. Miles, why have you never looked up here? Probably because you're fighting all the crazy enemies. But yeah. So that clock tower. There's a few things going on with that. Obviously you've got the eye motif. That comes back into play in the Old Hunters DLC, and it's just the general theme of eyes and eyes and eyes this game has. Oh, I stopped it. Whoops. So it takes me back to the first time playing through Demon's Souls. Taking out one of the first guys and his head kind of swaying back and forth. He's like laying there listening to his iPod or something.
You're not from around here, are you?
Nope.
Well, an outsider who's come to join the hunt? What a pathetic idea.
What a pathetic idea.
You what? What, you think I'm a beast? Well, maybe I think you're a beast. And step away from our castle. Oh, enough of you. What, you think this is funny? Well, I certainly don't, so be gone with you. I'll have nothing to do with your beast stunts.
Who does he remind me of? Forget the actor's name, but the beginning and ending of Pulp Fiction.
Oh, enough with you already. Come on, just go with you.
Alright, I'll stop bothering him. Also, oh wait, I honestly can't think of anything. Maybe some parts of Shadow of the Colossus. That's close with the Colossi and some of the environment, but this just, it's like top to bottom, left to right, X to Y to Z, maxed out. Mouse, I wonder how detailed Elden Ring will be considering it's open world. Yeah, that's one thing I'm a little worried we're gonna lose. I think what do they call them? They have like an internal legacy dungeons. I think those will be super, probably nice and detailed, but I think the open world will kind of be like a mix, to be a bit of a compromise to get that scale. Which is okay, you know, it's nice to view different things, experiment a little bit.
Help me! Please help! Help me!
Yeah, what's going on in here? This one, Ariana?
My baby! My precious little baby!
Yikes.
Stay away! Stay away from us!
So they really went all out. Man. This is incredible. They're just a whole nother level. It's just another caliber. So disturbing. so creative to have that happening on a closed door, so your imagination runs wild. Oh yeah, totally. Absolutely. A sound effect. Now, a lot of people criticize Elden Ring for looking like Dark Souls 4, but I think it's good they aren't getting too ambitious. Let's focus on making something good. I agree. I'm definitely very much looking forward to it. I'm definitely hyped. Troop Good Guy. Hey, play Metroid Dread. Been playing it all day. Fantastic stuff. Well, let me tell you what, Troop Good Guy. I'm going to be playing it all day tomorrow, as a matter of fact. But I'm glad to hear you like it. That's awesome. I actually picked it up this afternoon. And I wasn't planning on buying the special edition. One, because I wasn't necessarily interested in that kind of thing usually. And two, it's like pretty much sold out everywhere from what I understand. But I walked into a local store and, you know, they had several of them. And I saw how huge it was. And there's like a massive art book inside. So I said, yeah, why not? So I bought it. And yeah, tomorrow we're playing Metroid Dread. I will not be streaming that. I'll be back Sunday, but I'll let you guys know what I thought of it when I do come back for it. But yeah, it's getting great reviews, isn't it? Based Metroid enjoyer. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love Metroid? I'll tell you what, Mouse, you know, my store, it tends to do this kind of thing. It's an independent record store. But they also sell lots of games and movies and all that. And they tend to get, you know, stock of that kind of thing. So if you want, I can try and score a copy and get that sorted out for you when it does come out. I can't guarantee it, but I'll give it a shot. Here's our boy again.
Oh,
Solar.
good to see you safe. Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest.
Let's talk about Metroid.
Ah, there's something I want to tell you. A bit of wisdom from the eminent master Logarius. Once, a scholar betrayed his fellows at Bergenworth and brought forbidden blood back with him to Canehurst Castle. It was there that the first of the inhuman Vile Bloods was born. The Vile Bloods are fiendish creatures who threaten the purity of the Church's blood healing. The ruler of the Vile Bloods is still alive today.
Oh no, I proposed to her last
To
playthrough.
honor my master's wishes, I search for the path to Canehurst Castle. I bid you
That's enough for
farewell.
now.
It has been a pleasure.
Yeah,
May
you
the good
can't
blood guide your way.
you can't marry the Vile Blood Queen, unfortunately. As much as we all would love to. So that looks like that's alright. Oh, sorry, I pre-ordered the Steelbook, it's fine. Well, let me know if you change your mind. Dude, I cannot wait for Canehurst. Best area in the game, in my opinion, and that's even with it being blatantly unfinished.
The password.
No, I love it. It's definitely top 3 areas in the game for me, for sure. It's what a modern Castlevania game should look like. Already dead. For some reason, this reminds me of Spoon. I don't know why. If you're out there, Spoon, we're thinking of you. Speaking of, here comes my least favorite part of the game. Uh-oh. Well, I'll try and make it enjoyable. I like this part. I think it's... I don't dislike any part of this game, so it's just like a range of what do I like most. This is probably on the lower end, but I still enjoy it. I still think it's a nice area, especially for PvP. It's really great for invasions out here. Very easy to get lost, so we'll try not to do that. Is this... I believe this is where the aliens are, right? Or no, that's a little bit further in. The aliens are chilling out. They definitely reused that animation for those Fat Boy Knights in Dark Souls 3. Which I guess they're kind of the same character, basically. These guys are a little tricky to parry, aren't they? So I always have trouble remembering the path to get that helmet from the Gravetender set. Yeah. There's some goodies. Some Yarnum boys got lost. Oh, wait. Oh, good. Shit, we're already on our way to Bergenworth, but we'll have to make a return trip to Yarnum before we fight Rom, so we can at least take a peek at the buildings. I really want to see the amygdalas. Is it amygdala or amygdala? No, it's the it's the part of your brain that controls fear, I believe. But I'm not aware of the correct pronunciation, unfortunately. Hugh the kin, some kind of cousin to great ones. I wonder what the difference between the ones you find in the wild and the certain scientist creates. I don't know, maybe they're the same thing. Maybe he did make those ones. Hey Mitchell, how's it going? Oh boy, how's it going? Hi. I'm doing good. Playing my favorite game, I see. Oh, you better believe it. It's Bloodborne Central here at the moment.
Welcome home. What? Very well. Ow.
Weapon upgrade here. If I can. Nope.
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice.
No, I'm not gonna be doing
as
that.
every hunter before you has. A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods, where hunters partake in communion.
Maybe another time we will do that, but not this run. Yeah, let's go take a peek with 40 insight. Let's go take a look back in Yarnum. Just want to take a look. Pronunciation without the pause. I think they so amygdala, but I think in game they stylistically say amygdala. Okay, thank you for the clarification. Mitchell, I see the title says part 2. Where can I find part 1? Part 1 will be back up at some point tomorrow. YouTube really messed the video up, so I went back and checked it. The entire second half of the video was one freeze frame. So it was like 2 hours of like a freeze frame and silence. So it was messed up. So I'm working on getting that sorted out. YouTube is reprocessing it right now. So sometime tomorrow it should be sorted out. Holy shit. There they are. Greetings. I imagine anybody with tryptophobia would probably lose their minds upon seeing one of these things, especially if you don't know what's coming. Look at that crow. Yeah, they've got the eyeballs in the webs too. I want to see some more of these guys. I missed a few comments here. Hey Bum, how's it going? I made the choice to never replay this until it's re-released. Can't do 30 anymore. This game deserves better. I agree. No, it definitely deserves much, much better. To pronounce amygdala, a Greek word meaning almond. Oh. You're so pretty with 6 fingers. Yeah. I want to see another one. Aliens are real. They're watching right now. You just can't see it. We just have to get enough insight in real life. Which means taking a lot of acid, and then you'll start seeing. This reveal is one of the coolest moments. Yeah, even the normal way, after killing Rom, is really something else. A huge one. Or your entrance into the Old Hunters DLC, getting snatched by the one. Which even if you can't see it. Alright. Let's get back on track. I'm not going to run around doing this anymore. Bitch, excellent choice for Halloween. I plan on playing The Thing on PS2. Nice choice with my brother on Halloween. Yeah, that's a great game. I haven't played it in a... Have I played that actually? Shit. I know I've watched a playthrough of it. I don't know if I've actually played it myself. I don't think about it. But yeah, for all of this month, I'm going to be playing horror-themed games on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time in the States. Inside having a real tangible effect on the visuals is one of the coolest things about this game for sure. I agree. Mouse, watch Joe Rogan do DMT. You'll see aliens. I can't handle Joe anymore for a variety of reasons. Yeah, the Insight. It's a really, really cool idea. It's almost like the world tendency aspect. That's always been kind of a thing with these games. From world tendency to whether or not you're hollowed. The Insight system in this. I'm hoping, I can't make any guarantees, but I'll let you guys in a little future plan somewhere in this month. I love that. And I love how you can use it against enemies too. I got my Dreamcast set up with an optical drive emulator, the GD EMU, so it's hooked up with an SD card now. And I have a physical copy of the game, but I'm going to be ordering RGB cables for my Dreamcast on Sunday from Retro Access once they go on sale. And if those make it in time, I'm going to play the Berserk Dreamcast game on one of these Halloween streams. So that should be cool. There's the PS2 game as well, but I think I'd like to play the Dreamcast one. But either are an option. Yeah, World Tendency was still in the Demon Souls remake. Mechanically, the game is almost exactly the same. There's just a couple things like quality of life, like being able to climb up ladders faster, and something like the inventory, like weight limit's still there, but instead of just not being able to pick it up, it teleports the item directly into your like stash inventory. These guys are... Come on and fight me like a man. The pacing of these guys too. You haven't fought these like standard Yarnum boys in a while, so to have them get thrown up against you again here with a few twists is a nice bit of pacing. This guy's half-ass kick. Now, so what are RGB cables? Are they better than composite? Yes, they're much, much better. They're much, much better. Sorry, I don't know what happened to my tongue there. They're basically equivalent to component cables, except a little better. So the ranking of video signals would be like coax, like RF, the worst, composite, S-video, and then RGB and component. But RGB is really, it's usually the best way to go with the retro systems. Just get insane video quality out of these systems. MPTP, hey, welcome back. Hi to the hunter in the chat. Glad to have you back. Weird question, but out of all of From's game settings, which would you want to live in the most? Probably, as far as like, if we're talking like the Souls games and stuff, or at least like the recent output, probably Sekiro, because like the world is the least amount of messed up. I'm not like definitely doomed in the world of Sekiro, like I think I probably would be in every one of these other settings. But if we could expand a little further, it would either be Armored Core or Cookies and Cream. If anyone has played that or knows what the hell I'm talking about, you're a real one. Congratulations. How about you guys? What about Metal Wolf Chaos? That's another good one. Anywhere where there's not hollowing and some kind of apocalyptic stuff going on. Yes. Which, as far as Dark Souls 1 and 2 goes, I guess that's kind of the world outside of the playable areas. It's, from what I understand, still pretty normal, right? Outside of the Undead Curse. Wow. If I want to live in Shadow Tower Abyss. It definitely would be cool to explore. I gotta get back to that game. I think at some point we'll do like a full stream of that game on stream here. I feel bad killing that guy. Mitch, what games are you plan on playing? What am I playing right now? Other than this, I'm playing Super Mario RPG on the Super Nintendo. I'm playing... I just bought Metroid Dread. I'm gonna start playing that tomorrow. And some nights when I just want to like chill, you know, I'll just play like some kind of like I do often here on stream, just some kind of random assortment of retro games. I also just got Far Cry 6, not because I bought it, because I probably wouldn't buy any of those games, but it came free with my 3080, so that's downloaded and ready to play, so I might check that out, but I'm definitely going ham on Metroid Dread tomorrow. Yeah, it's a good sign. We're starting to stock up on the blood vials, so I'm not getting my ass kicked as relentlessly as I have done before. Shit! Okay. I have to be jinxed, right? I mean, this is like the #1 running gag. The second I say anything like that, instant pwned every time. Smells. I'd like to be a super cool hunter and meet the doll, but it'd probably suck more than I think. Yeah, you're gonna get killed over and over again. You might go crazy and turn into a beast. Yeah, I don't think you'd actually want to be. Bomb Abyss is one of my favorites from games, next to King's Field 4. I played through about half of Ancient City a few months ago. I should try that again. I would hug the doll. Yeah, me too. She's sweet. PS2 Berserk game is very troublesome to emulate, I found. Well, I actually have a burn copy on my PS2 that runs perfectly fine. And in addition to the Dreamcast thing, I'm also in the process of setting up a modded fat PS2 with a hard drive that's going to be loaded with games as well. So let's get back to where we were. Hugh, so I've wondered for some time now, but why hasn't From made a Berserk game? We clearly have the rep and Miyazaki's Berserk work for what is. That's a good question, but at the same time, I'm not sure I would... I don't know. I'm sure they would make a great game, but I think I might almost prefer them to continue to do the original thing, but with the original. Maybe a little less on the nose influences, like we got in Dark Souls 3. But, yeah. But who knows? Maybe they blow my mind. They do something... I mean, I know they would do a fantastic job. In any case. You almost starting to feel more like rip-offs and homages. Yeah, you joke, but I mean, you have a point. I mean, really though, they're having read through a lot of it now, seen compilation videos of people pointing out these like reference over reference over reference. It's like it's just this character design or just this like thing, you know? Like, check this out. Let me see if I can get a safe spot and show you guys something. Just want to not get murked. I mean, what does that look like to you? Take the bottom half of that symbol and mirror it vertically. What is that? It's the brand of the sacrifice. Also, I don't know if I've seen anyone else point this out, but in Dark Souls 3, you want to talk about on-the-nose references, okay? You know the Road of Sacrifices area? The door leading into that area and the door leading out of, the sign on the door, there's like a brass kind of structure thing on the door. It's just straight up the brand. I mean, it's one-to-one that design. That's a little more cheeky than what they usually do, given the name of the area, but still. I'll try and go around here. Can we? Oh yeah. Or not. Alright, just rush it. Go, go, go! If I recall, there's a big pig somewhere down there too. You know, it's kind of sweet. It's after Kentaro Miura passed in the Fair and Keep area in Dark Souls 3 on that raised platform thing where the Great Sword is located. Saying lots of kind of tribute messages in there. You know, using like the guts phrase and other stuff. That's sweet. And there's that whole thing in Final Fantasy XIV where hundreds of the Dark Knight class guys were just like standing around in tribute with their greatswords. That's a great game, by the way. If anyone hasn't checked that out, I'd really recommend it. If it had world PvP, I think it would be the best MMO ever. It probably still is, but I really like that PvP element in those kind of games. So. Shot by your own pimp. I was just gonna say, it wasn't, my depth perception was a little bit off there, but you know, if you only have one eye, like Guts or Big Boss, you eventually lose depth perception, which is, in addition to only having one eye, it starts to become very, very hard to gauge depth. I always thought it was a nice little detail in MGS3 how after you lose your eye, whenever you aim in first person from then on, part of the screen is kind of like, you know, where Snake's eye would be. It's kind of vignetted out. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, come on. That's a little strange looking. Where's the arc? Miyazaki, we need a good cannon in Elden Ring. Is that spooky character animation over there? If I recall correctly, somewhere around here is the... Isn't there like a crazy guy who turns into like a huge werewolf if you attack him? monsters. Blackjack and hookers. Yeah. I'm guessing, and I think I've read, there's still going to be very few in the way of like friendly NPCs. Like there's still not going to be any like towns like you would expect in some RPGs in Elden Ring. It'll just be your standard like cryptic NPCs or whatever. But maybe you should be able to play cards. Come up with like the the Dark Souls version of Gwent. Blackjack. Oh my god. Not today. Hey, we were talking about the thing earlier. That kind of reminds me of it. And there's still some people that believe reptilians don't exist. You know what that reminds me of? I remember it's probably like 10 years ago or so now. Alec Baldwin was in some commercial for like Chase credit cards or something. Might have been insurance, but I think it was credit cards. And it's kind of like joking around about, you know, like reptile people being in control of society or whatever. You know, kind of tongue-in-cheek. And then as a joke, at the very end of the commercial is like a close-up. And he's got a, you see a little like reptilian tongue slither out of his mouth just for a second as he's like smiling. And it's like, they did that, you know, as a joke, but I have to wonder, like, the conspiracy theorists, like, paranoid people out there must have just, like, detonated their brains upon seeing that. It's true! They slipped! They fucked up! They left it in! And in case anyone is wondering, I am joking, and no. I mean, I'm not joking about the commercial, but no, I don't believe in lizard people. No. Feels insane that I would have to say that, but we do live in our world, so. Can't wait till we can start seeing the big snake ball guys. But I think we've got plenty of blood echoes here, so let's go cash out. Let's go level up a little bit, eh? We have shitloads of blood shards. Lots of souls, I mean blood echoes. Totally not souls, definitely not the same thing. Go. Sure have enough to actually cash up here. I'm looking forward to the Shadows fight. That one's always cool. Anything new to say, Gurman?
Most of the holy were
No.
but if yet the town it was burnt the pearl.
MPTP, at this current year, you need to point out that you're making jokes. I know. A little unsettling.
Welcome. What is it?
I think if the world were to collectively take a break from social media for even a month, 6 months, but a month, I
Very
think
well.
things would feel
Let the
a lot
echoes
better.
become your strength.
People would be far less
Let me stand close.
intense
Now
about
shut
everything.
your eye.
Hey, check out those blood echoes. Soul of the mind, key to
Farewell,
life's
good
ether.
hunter.
Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Look at the old guy's feet. Okay, I'll go back. I'll look at the old guy's feet just because you asked. Is he wearing shoes? Does he have toes poking out? I've noticed in the Souls community there seems to be a growing joke about feet, or like Miyazaki being a foot guy. I don't know if I buy it. But who knows? You want to talk foot guys? Go watch a Quentin Tarantino movie. I saw an interview with him, not an full interview with him recently. It was just like some excerpt. Somebody asked him, I was like, "What's with all the foot shots in your movie?" And he was like, "That's just what we call good direction." It's like, oh, okay. All right. Oh, he's got a peg leg. Neat. He's got one nice shoe, though. It's a pretty nice shoe. You want to talk attention to detail? Look at the embroidery on this shoe that we can barely see. Even when I'm zoomed in with the in-game monocular item here, you can still hardly see it. But if you look really closely, you can see some nice detailed embroidery happening on that shoe. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Maiden in Black case closed. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, she's a servant. Her whole archetype is that she's a totally selfless servant. And of course, you know, it being a fantasy game, you know, she's a servant in a very large scheme to a literal god, you know, the old one. So she has kind of her outfit, it kind of reflects that, you know, it's very modest. I mean, somewhat, I guess it is a little shapely, but relatively modest. You know, she's very, you know, it suits her character design well.
Ah, a new
This guy, you want to
face,
talk good
eh?
character design?
And an accomplished hunter, it would appear. I am Volta, master of the League. Members of the League.
You were also
cleanse
Egon
the
from
streets
Dark
of all
Souls
the
3,
filth
or whatever his
spread
name is.
about during the hunt, like any half-decent hunter ought to, you know. Haven't you seen enough of these wretched beasts, freakish slugs and mad doctors? Sentence these fiends to death with
You
the
know,
help of your League
The analog
confederates.
to
What do you say?
Magnestraya and Garl of Vinland.
Why not join the League?
No, thanks. I'm not into the Confederates.
Yes.
Sorry.
Will you let-
Bum, is that the guy who turns into a monster? No, not him. Somebody else. She was a bad demon once, implicitly. Elaborate, I'm not sure about that. MPTP, remember to check the feet of the knights on both sides of the stairs that go to the Queen's room on Canehurst. Okay. I'll do so. Mouse, does being a servant require her to kick her feetsies on the stairs? No, but I think that's a reflection of her being, you know, she's a very innocent character. You know, she's kind of like childlike. And I think that little animation reflects that. She's totally pure. She's a completely selfless and thankless lot in life, but she does it, you know, without a second thought. The vermin. That's okay. We'll join them next time. So the enemy ID of these snake guys is literally snake ball, like in the game data. Snake ball. You know what those heads kind of look like? The 90s Mortal Kombat movie, the CGI reptile before he jumps into the statue and turns into the ninja. similar design, I think. Although in a demonstration of the advancement of technology, these look way better in real time in game. Happy snakes. The snakes just want to play. They don't realize that they're biting and killing you. That's just their form of play. So we'll leave them alone. We won't. I'll try to minimize my snake killing. Some happy snakes in the woods. These guys, though. Oh, God. They're baby snakes. There's a Frank Zappa song called Baby Snakes. Holy shit. That's playing in my head. Oh, the big boy snake. Papa snake. The little snake's chilling on the backside. Big snake family he just ruined. Poor guy. Clear deep sea. Any lore? Let's see. A secret kiss symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth. This transcription of the Great One's inhuman voices depicts down-reaching currents. Great volumes of water serve as a bulwark, guarding sleep, and an augur of the eldritch truth. Overcome this hindrance, and seek what is yours. Oh, yeah. Sounds like snake propaganda. Let my guard down. I'm on I'm team snake. Serpentine. A symbol. A standard. Two snakes facing each other, but they are one. Praise the little tree. MP of the DLC key, yes. Yo, I wish there was more on this Carol. Such an interesting character we barely learn anything about, especially considering his or her groundbreaking translations. Yeah, that would have been nice, wouldn't it? High def, what is best in life? I was hoping somebody was gonna get that reference. Wow, what is best in your life? We all know what that is. To crush your enemies, see them driven before you. For the lamentations of the women. It's women, not women. See, that's gender neutral, because we're talking about women, not the women. You killed my father, you killed my people! You took my father's sword! Oh. Sorry, I can't help myself. Might be time for a rewatch that soon. Right, wrong side. Isn't the entrance to... what's her name? I can't remember the character. The doctor. Like the false doctor. Isn't that around here somewhere? That guy still holds snakes as a jacket like that. It's got the Lululemon snake collection. Oh shit! Can't say I've ever had that happen before. God damn. Iasfka. I can't pronounce it. Iasfka? Iasfka. I just got pwned by those snakes. Damn. We're gonna start sprinting through the woods now, I think. The cave that leads to the clinic is back in the village. That's it. Yosefka. Thank you. I want to get a move on. I want to take out Rom. I want to make it there, that far at the very least. Just a reminder you didn't explore all that windmill. Oh shit! Well, I just explored that little section, didn't I? I explored that section of air next to that cliff there. I didn't find anything though. Just a reminder you didn't explore all that windmill. That windmill. It's alright. No problem. Happens when you blindly run off a steep cliff. Death tends to follow. Yeah, what would be best in life would be getting a proper Conan the Barbarian sequel with Arnold returning to the role, and it would be kind of like a Godfather 2 scenario where it would alternate between him like defending his throne, you know, he'd be king, be defending his throne one last time, his old man Arnold Conan, interspersed with, you know, Godfather 2 style, one more like adventure with him, like that would be somehow relevant to the current situation when he was younger. And they would incorporate the soundtrack from the original, some of like the motifs from Basil Polidorus, because I think that's one of the best film soundtracks ever made. And basically, if you put me in charge of it, I would give you a masterpiece. So, Universal or whoever owns the rights to that now, get in touch, and I'll deliver. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna try and haul ass to the boss here. fight those guys. There it is. But wait. Better open up that shortcut, right? Right back over here. Yeah. MP, best of luck. Thank you. Every time you've wished me luck so far, I've won. So hopefully that'll continue to be true. I think you left last time right before I fought Vicar Amelia, but I did beat her first try. It's all thanks to you. These guys. Squad. Also, best electrical effect in any of these games by far. Shit. Damn. Yeah, I like this fight a lot. Does so much damage. Whoa! It's got the Tanatarus or whatever. How do you pronounce that? Can't hide from the snakes. What do you think the lore implications of the backside critical attack on the pigs are? I think that it means somebody on From Software has a really messed up interest. No, it's interesting that they actually do have a little rendered butthole. That's a little attention to detail that only the most daring of the industry would dare include. You remember when it would chug for like a solid minute before they patched it? Yes, I do remember that. I remember that and the really, really, really long, barren load screens. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. We did it. Let's see.
They were once guardians of the hunters in the times of the hunter Ludwig. They worked and forged weapons in their unique workshop. Today, most ministers don't recall the hunters, but they have much to offer you. And so, heed the message of your forebears. Ascend to Erd Chapel.
Yeah, I never realized you had a peg leg before. Thank you to whoever pointed that out. Any more? Actually. Ask the doll to clap for your heroine victory. Huh? It's like what my dog does. I try to communicate with him. Clap for me. I said clap for me. Oh, that's good enough, I guess. Let's also take a look inside that head, shall we? See that other eye? Look at the detail on that little flower. The wilting white rose. She's got eyes on her eyes. MP, a visit to the right side of the Grand Cathedral might be fun. It's where, what's her face? Yeah, let's go take a look. Hey, did I miss you going to the old workshop? Yes, went there last time. Oh shit, I didn't level up. Whoops. Yeah, it would be interesting if your character had actually, like, gotten all eyeball-y with higher insight levels, too. Start getting covered in eyeballs. Save that one for Bloodborne 2. I don't think we need a Bloodborne 2. I know we were talking about this a little bit last time. It's like, you know, sequel talk. I don't think there should necessarily be a sequel to Bloodborne, but if there is, I hope that it's a completely different setting. I really don't think they should go back to this well. But I think doing something like an Egyptian, like Mayan setting, still involving like the old gods and, excuse me, the old ones, and the kind of like eldritch horror stuff, but in a completely very different setting. Imagine like this kind of combat, but running around in like, you know, pyramids, or out in the desert along the Nile, something like that, or at least inspired by. That'd be really chill. That'd be really great. Wouldn't be chill, it'd be great. Is this what you were talking about, MP? Oh. Dark Souls build here. The wooden shield. Thank you for your cooperation. Good night. Yeah, it's a little more effective than the wood shield. Speaking of Dark Souls references, do you guys think there's any credence to the idea that the big naked guys with the huge clubs in the Chalice dungeons are supposed to be Dark Souls players? Yeah, like meta builds, basically like naked with like a huge two-hander. Yeah, so you can play that game, punk. The ones that roll like Sonic. Yep, yeah, those guys. Yeah, to me those are like, yeah, it's like Dark Souls 1. That's like the legacy of the Dark Souls 1 character becomes that guy.
A hunter of beasts, are you? Glory be, you know not the value you possess. But more's the pity. The hours of the night are many, and the beasts more than I can count. A veritable hunt unending.
Hey, wait a minute.
Not even death offers solace.
That's Patches!
And the blood imbibes you. A most frightful fate. Oh my.
Some nice treasure. Right down that hole.
I'm willing to do you a kindness. Step lightly round to the right of the great cathedral and seek an ancient, shrouded church. The gift of the Godhead will grant you strength. Yes, I'm unquestionably certain.
If you weren't sure. Now that would be under key items. Tonsil stone, a lattice to form rock, or perhaps a meteorite. Appears useless, possesses some odd gravitational force that prevents its riddance. A dubious soul once said what he just said. What Patches said, seek the Godhead. I can make a really crass joke here, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I didn't know he could show up anywhere. Snipe me, will ya? Oh, damn. Damn. Getting greedy over here. Yeah, there he is. We can see him because we've got big insight. Big boy for big insight. I don't think we can open this door yet, though, can we? Yep. Grab me. It's still one of the craziest things I've ever seen in a video game.
Oh, Amygdala. Oh, Amygdala. Dala, have mercy on the poor bastard.
God had another Berserk reference? Probably. It's like the head of God hovering above. Yeah, I think so. So, it's always interesting to me how part of Bergenworth has essentially ascended to another plane of reality. You know what I mean? It's like the route we were just going through, the Forbidden Woods there. It's like the main hall still exists, but the rest of it, i.e. this, probably due to the collective effort of like the students and the research or whatever, is now in this like astral plane or something.
The divine. It must be such a pleasure. You're in my debt, you know. You're nigh on a beast of the field. But here you are, treading a measure with the gods.
I know your secret, Patches.
Are your feet as fat as your wits? Oh, cease this dithering. Take the plunge. Throw yourself to the wolves.
Things are getting weird and scary. They sure are. This game is very scary on a number of levels. In terms of like spooky scarefest, I think the only game that really compares, when you consider not just imagery and like, you know, atmosphere, but themes and whatnot, is Silent Hill 2, which is still the top dog as far as horror goes. But this is up there. Yeah. It's that crazy jacket you're wearing, Patches. You need that many sleeves? I think I've fully gotten used to the 30 FPS at this point. It's gonna be a trip going back to 60. Next time we play one of the other games. Lecture theater key. Look at that. Today, the two-story lecture building is adrift in the nightmare, but it was once a place of reflection where scholars learned of history and archaeology. Perhaps it still is, as the students in the lecture theater appear to await the return of their professor. And if you look really, really closely, you'll see the words "love" and "you" written on the pupils of the student. Fearlessly walking into the void. I love this game. This is so good. Man. I don't think we're ready for the frontier just yet. So we're gonna get back on track. I'm gonna level up and then head to Bergenworth.
Very well. Farewell.
Hugh. I still wonder exactly the player character is. Seek Pale Blood, the Caner's invitation. So intriguing. Yeah. They know to leave enough to mystery. Just keeps it a lot more interesting than it would be otherwise. I'm going to hit the teleport button here. I'll resume in a sec. I'm going to take a quick minute break here, but I'll be right back. Okay, back. Thanks for waiting. Oh. I know I haven't mentioned this yet, but yet another, it's like Berserk reference number 280. The design of these little guys. You see them a lot over there, but the, in that first like Black Swordsman arc, when like the slug count is getting dragged into hell, it's like the mega chain of guys just consists of pretty much exactly those dudes. Now this little section is really brief, but it always catches me. I love the atmosphere of this little stroll through the woods here before we get to Bergenworth. It's really beautiful. Before we get surprised by Jeff Goldblum over here. As I was saying, enjoy the nice, quiet atmosphere. This looks incredible. This still looks so good. There's a really similar thing in Dark Souls 3, of course, but it's after the Crystal Sage boss, it's a short walk, and then directly before the cathedral, there's a very similar kind of like tight wooded corridor like this. But again, not quite as cool as this. you messengers. What do you think they are? I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest with you. What do you think they are? No, it's really memorable for being so much smaller than any other area in the game. Yeah, short and very short, very sweet. Lost fish. Yeah, it's such a shame that Bergenworth is so tiny. Such an important and high place, and it's just 2 rooms. Yeah. But then if you find the lecture hall, it kind of comes together, though. Although, it's like, where did it connect? Or was it a different building entirely? Did it go out onto the water? You know, where you have to drop down? Maybe that's where the lecture hall was? No. Be honest with me, guys, did you figure out the moon drop on your own? I think I figured it out on my own, if I recall correctly. Because isn't there like a message, a developer message that kind of suggests another way to do it? Alright, yeah. Super weak. Now that we got to see the amygdalas, oh, we need to cash out all this insight so we stop getting pwned by Kin. I mean, these guys, I recall Miyazaki mentioning in an interview that a lot of the ideas for Bloodborne were born out of the power of Latria and Demon Souls. And these guys, from their design, that attack is like a very direct lineage. Yeah, the higher your insight, the more you get pwned by the frenzy guys. I don't know how that missed. I mean, his attack missed. I'm glad it did. Yeah, you don't want it to happen. No fun to watch. So the moon. The concept of like jumping through, and you can kind of see it's kind of telegraphed pretty big, I think, but it's like the next closest thing to going to the moon. It's like jumping into its reflection. It's a nice kind of metaphor for what's happening in Yarn. Yes, the moon is in front of the clouds. Shit, what happened to all my blood vials? It's close. We can see the child of the gaping dragon over here. Now featuring napalm. I've come back to this well a few times. I mean, again, yet again, there are those several things in Dark Souls 3. Like this. You can hear Willem's rocking chair up there. So, yeah, there he is. That's a nice little touch. You know, one thing I kind of wish Elden Ring had gotten was being able to actually chop the enemies up. I know it might sound a little macabre, but would it be satisfying to not only like ragdoll them, but just like when you have like a huge greatsword like this, just like cut these enemies in half. I'm gonna go buy some more blood vials though before we continue. So I think we're gonna need them for ROM. Like Metal Gear Rising. Yeah. I mean, just like some degree, you know, I think would be neat.
Welcome. What? Very well.
Oh, God.
Farewell.
Just about one less vial.
Welcome. What? Very well.
After cloth physics is blade time. Oh my God, 300 more. Come on.
Farewell. Good.
Oh, we're in the middle of some dialogue, so we couldn't do that.
Welcome. What? Very
Cash
well.
out.
Farewell.
Yeah, let's spend this insight before I forget. We don't need the brains anymore. We've gazed into the abyss. We don't need to gaze again. Oh yeah, look at all this sweet new clothing we've got here. To tweak our fashion souls, perhaps. You ever did an arcane build? Yeah, actually, the last time I played this, I did an arcane build. I used the Holy Moonlight Sword and all the arcane tools, and it was a lot of fun. I kind of like what we had going on before. Stick with that. Is Rom, I can't remember, is he weak to fire or lightning? Kind of both. I mean, he's a beast, but he is definitely a kin. I think the Ashbone set from the Chalice Engines. Is that the one that looks like the Dark Wraith set? 'Cause if so, yes, definitely. I like the Canehurst set a lot. And then the Bone Ash set is also really sweet. Or Ashbone, I just said, yeah. I think that's what it is, Bone Ash. This chump, I remember you. So much HP. Oh, that attack. I got one-shotted by that before. Yeah, visceral strike screens never get old. No, they will not. GG first try. I definitely got stuck on that character many, many times. This was, I think this was probably the biggest brick wall moment for me. First time playing through this. That fight, but then even more so Rom right afterwards. Oh wait, I don't want to summon you. When the red moon hangs low, the line between man and beast is blurred, and when the great ones descend, a home will be blessed from child. That's a scholar. Hello. Yes, I'm wearing this huge cage on my head. What about it? That's all we need, the Lunarium. We don't actually have to go up here, but we shall. Should I go back and find Ariana before I kill Rom? Will that lock me out of getting that third umbilical? Anyone know? Get out of here. Just to keep it safe, you better go rescue her. Yeah, I'll do that. I do want to fight the secret last boss, so... points. He points, and then you've got this big glowing spot here. Thanks for being part of the problem, punk. The eye. Sought to line his brain with eyes in order to elevate his thoughts. Pale blood. Yeah, let's go get Ariana. Oh, wrong way. Take a swim. Jupiter Jared, hey, welcome. We will. I want to go grab Ariana first. Make sure I don't miss something else here. Missed out on that umbilical cord, baby. She's down somewhere in the cathedral ward, if I recall correctly. Let's go get a very nice girl. She's very sweet. She's nice. Show the build? Sure, one sec. Basically going quality, strength, and dex. Your standard quality build, you know. Alright, Ariana. She's like over by the entrance to, like down towards the Forbidden Woods. I don't remember. Still loading. Hugh, she doesn't deserve what happens to her. No character in this game deserves what happens to them. Not a single one of them. MP, did I help Eileen? No, not yet. Well, we can do that after this. I didn't open that gate either. Okay. Oh, right, the build. There it is. Our build in progress. Pretty standard. Dark Beastman does if you send him to a safe place. Oh yeah. Right, not that way. Wait a sec. I open those gates too. Alley next to the huge guys. Over this way? Is it down here? Is she down here, I should say? Yes. Great. Thought so. Yeah, yeah. You're filled, bro. Alright. Let's find her. Did I talk to Eileen next to the Cathedral Ward? Yeah, she already told me about her upcoming match with Henrik. So I think we're ready to go to the Eden Chapel and try and help her out. Yeah, is she on this street somewhere? We already came through here, I think. Yeah, scary baby lady. This street indeed. Castle guy. Oh.
Oh,
There she
what a
is.
queer scent. But I'd take it over the stench of blood and beasts any day. What is it then? I'm off during hunts, so if that's what you're here for, I'll leave you to your own devices. If that doesn't do it, come back in the morning, darling.
This voice acting. I can't get enough.
Oh, thank goodness. You're a hunter, right? Might you know of a safe place?
I sure
Night
do.
long, and a very little of the incense left. Please, there must be some nice place to run off to. Oh, thank you, darling. Maybe I'll see you there.
We could go back to Central Yarm and find the mean old lady. Send her over too. Nah, we're not gonna do that. She's basically the like merchant lady from the Valley of Defilement. Yeah, let's go talk to Ariana in the our nice little chapel. This is probably the most sympathetic depiction of a prostitute in any video game I can think of.
Oh, hello, dear. You weren't lying. This is a safe place. Thank you. I'm in your debt.
The curtsy.
I like to tender my thanks, but I haven't much to offer. All I can give is my blood. But would you even take a whore's blood?
Sure.
Oh, good. Come close, dear. Don't worry. This isn't the first time.
I have to like wonder how often her services involve blood transfusion, given the culture of Yharnam at large. I mean, how perfect is this? This icon. The blood vial with a little skirt hanging off of it. Didn't David Cage games try to tackle this topic? I don't know. I haven't played any of them. It's not my kind of, not into those.
Oh, hello. Sorry, dear. You're much too eager. I've only so much blood, okay?
Sweet. Okay. Now that she's here, let's go kick Rom's ass. Or try to, anyway. Oh, boy. I'm getting war flashbacks of getting dive bombed by spiders.
Very
Yeah, I'll go with the HP just in case. trying to recall where you get the third one, the third chord. Is it from killing Murgo's wet nurse? Oh, Eileen, thank you for reminding me. I totally forgot. We'll give that the figurative old college try before we go give this the college try. So this should no longer be working. Or maybe not. Wait a minute. Don't I have to kill Rom to unlock that fight? I can't remember. Oh wait, Tomb of Eden. That's where she is. That's where I have to go. The Tomb of Eden. After Rom, you can't go straight to the Grand Cathedral. So, do I need to talk to her in the Tomb of Eden? Or do I just wait till after Rom? Father G, right, okay. Gotcha. Thank you very much. You're super helpful, MP. I really appreciate it. Guys are back to their regular old lamps after we spent all that insight. Of course, I could have just teleported here, but okay. What am I gonna do? Nice little jog for our hunter. Eileen, where are you? Further outside. MP, your boy. Her quest continued without her helping her. That's alright. Maybe because I killed the shadows. We'll check back in. We'll see if we can go to the Grand Cathedral after we take out Rom. We will see. Spider time. Yeah, the reliability of any From questline is shaky at best, I think, typically. What the? What was that? You guys see that? It's like something just bolted off the side here. Is it one of these fly guys jumping down? Weird. Anyway. These guys do so much damage to spiders. Yeah, I remember those. Getting pwned by those falling rocks many, many times. I also didn't realize there weren't quests. Yeah. That's how it is. They're always very vague and mysterious. Next time on I Shouldn't Be Alive. And all the little baby spiders. these guys. Queen Yarnum herself. Poor lady. The baby! Wow, so I always fought Rom very meticulously. That was pretty cathartic. The only reason I was able to do that is because I had to fight him so many times to be able to do it. I have all those attacks memorized pretty well. That's the only reason why. Because I got killed. I got killed by him probably about 50 times. So I had to learn. Yeah, that went pretty well. I think maybe we'll aim for taking out, what's his name? The One Resurrected or something. It's like Tower Knight Redux fight. Ritual secret broken. Seek the nightmare newborn. Yeah, seeing this for the first time. Oh god. I think I turned the console off. I was like, well, that's enough for one night. Yikes. The One Reborn, thank you. Neo Reborn. Wow, things are getting real crazy. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna rush a lot of this area here. First, go later.
It's all your fault. I'll mess up your brain.
I'll mess up your brain. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna aim for the One Reborn. So we've still got Canehurst, the Nightmare, and then the DLC. Oh, doll, where are you? It's like how like the music and the atmosphere gradually changes as you progress in here. It's like the links between the two.
Welcome home, good hunter. What it? Very well. Farewell.
Need. Doesn't tell us.
Welcome. Very
It's a Dark
well.
Souls 2 and 3 thing.
Let the echoes let
1,000 more.
farewell, good.
That's way overkill, but okay.
Welcome. What
Yeah,
is
the
it
sky
you
looks
desire?
really nice here, doesn't it?
Very well.
Whoops. I need to do that. Spend the rest on the echoes. I think that's generally a good rule of thumb. After you come back, level up, you cash out, spend the rest on blood vials if you're short on them. Yeah, I hate to rush this. I'm not gonna like rush most of the game, but I do want to have lots of other games to play this month, so I'm not going to 100% the game, but we're going to do most of the content. Nice balance. Yeah, the curtain fully pulled back in terms of the insanity truly going on here. These things. Seriously inspired design. Flushes out of Bloodborne to let us see other games too. Yeah, I feel you. And you will be. So I've got a big list of possible games to play. And we're going to be playing many of them. Menses ritual must be stopped. That's what I was calling it the Nightmare of Malice before. Although maybe that still applies, but Nightmare of Menses is what it's actually called. Before I go visit the clinic, remember to double check the windmill. Are you talking about the windmill in what's it called? Hamwick? Shortcut door. Shit! Whoops. Yes, follow in my footsteps. You fool! The Forbidden Woods, after you go down the elevator, if you go left, you will see the door of the windmill. Okay. Yeah, I will remember that.
Please, God!
You know me. Not the root. There it is. Right, back down this way. No! Dead. I'm dead. Yeah, let's go take a look at that windmill. Let's take a little break from getting killed by the Eldritch gods here. Let's go take a look at that windmill. This is another level that isn't really my favorite. Yeah, I'd go as far to say as this is my least favorite part of the game. This section here. So yeah, we'll take a little break from that and go back out to the boonies. Burger King I had earlier. Starting to disagree with me a little bit. So much salt. It's like over 2,000 easily milligrams of sodium. You had a liver? What kind of liver? What did I get at Burger King? I got an Impossible Whopper with cheese, no tomato, and a large fry. There's that windmill. Calf liver. That's hardcore, Mouse. Gonna get some stats from that one. Alright. Let's explore more. That was a wooden middle. Feel the wind. I think I get what you're getting at. First time I had liver, I actually got a kind of head high from it. So maybe it's all the iron. Oh, the blood. Great sound effects here. Yes. There he is. Wait a minute. Feelings of October. Yeah. I went on a nice bike ride earlier. The leaves are really starting to turn here. Do I remember the dogs in cages area? No, I don't, unfortunately. I missed an item inside. Oh yeah, I did. The cannon! Yes. Thank you. Over this way. Let's see if I can hit some of these guys with this cannon. Oh, after I kill Rom, he's gone. Bummer. Too bad. Find the gate in the village. Go up the path next to it. Is this the village? Am I in the right place? Yes. Going down. Yes. To the right, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. There. Ouch! Check that building out earlier. I'll find it. The gate. He's lost it. He's really gone nuts. Oh, here we go. Dogs in cages. Yeah, the white church set is up here, if I recall correctly. Yes, there it is. Don the swag. Yeah. Back to the dogs and cages. Okay. Behind the wooden house. This must be the way. Don't go down there. Oh yes. This feels like a Dark Souls area. Oh, see little leeches jumping around. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen this area before. Fighting some leeches. Nice. where I came in? No. Oh, is this leading to the, I think I know where this is going. The Snake Eater ladder here. Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Now, because it's already past Rome, I'm guessing I can't interact with her. It's dark back here. Key secrets. Really going on in this clinic. The blobby boy. In 10 minutes, okay. Oh, excellent. This was left if I just yes. Clinic original. I wish I had come back here earlier so we could have chatted with the imposter. Oh well. Looks like the alien from Rubber Johnny. Yeah. Alright. Back to the dream. Back to the dream, and then back to Yarnum. Yeah, I want to take out the one reborn, and then I'm going to call it a night. Because I'm starting to fade, but we can do that. It's interesting mechanically how that one reborn fight is basically just the Tower Knight again. I'm going to throw my OG go back on. Oh yeah. I'm doing pretty good. It's been a very productive long day, but doing good. How about yourself?
Welcome. Very well.
Need more chunks. Oh. Right. Yeah, we're gonna rush through this area. Kind of a shame because it's so sweet. We'll see those insane, like, Nito kind of guys. Like the skeletal chariots or whatever. Yeah, Nintendo Mad. Spoiler territory now. We're seeing the really crazy shit. MP, you didn't find the main NPC at the clinic. Oh, whoops. My bad. Oh, well, I'll revisit. I'll revisit, I'll go back there after this. If not after this, definitely another time. Where's that route? Check on old friend Gilbert. I'll check on him. God, I love those sounds. Splat! This way. Hi. Oh, hey, how's it going? He actually responded to that. What? That's crazy. Oh, yes. Wave your tentacles at me. God, this game is so good. Blades of Mercy Endless Combo is really satisfying with the splish splash noises. Oh, I imagine. Come on. These guys are literally beast mode right now. Tiny Taunterous. Where is she? Go back up this way. These things are so insane looking. Oh my god. I think I broke this one's neck or something. Look at that. Whoa. This is where you start getting nuked by the amygdala. Yes. Oh, I see you. Oh, this one has a lot of HP. Alright, let's go upgrade. We got enough chunks now. We're chunky. Chunky and fat with blood echoes. I'm firing my laser. I'm charging my laser. It's like, it's you start to see so many of them that they start to look kind of cute. You know what I mean? Like a really weird way. Just picture like a planet of those things like hanging out. Living in a society. Be that level up, girl. Whoops. It would be nice if you could have rebound jump from being the double tap on circle to L3 like you can in Dark
Welcome.
Souls 2
What
and
is it?
3. But
Very well.
given they never require you to use it to make a jump, so that's appreciated at least. Alright. One reborn, here we come. I'm gonna run right past the hunter squad here. We don't have time for that. Fading fast here. I've been up since like 7. Let's go. You're not even close to the boss. You're right. Maybe I should call it a night if I'm kind of a hike. I'll see. I'm gonna give one good sprint. We'll see how fast we can make it. Yeah, running right past the amigos. I love that guy, the shirtless guy with a weird helmet. Yeah, he's excited. Yeah, these nutso Vito things. There's a lot of cool lore stuff here. It's like the citizens of Yharnam literally trying to scale the walls of their lives. A lot of cool stuff. I'm just... Yeah, here we go. One reborn. The choir summoning him, as we were hearing earlier. Now they're in the final stage. One of the grossest bosses in the game. soaked leather. So I didn't bother to take out the sorceresses into my second playthrough. I imagine I probably made it a little more challenging. Awesome. Yeah, stage 1. Take out the sorceresses. But yeah, mechanically this is basically the fight against the Tower Knight, the guy from Demon's Souls. Basically the same thing. Same concept, very similar arena. Although, he doesn't have the big steam-powered boots like our boy Tower Knight does. And we don't have the bum 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 bum. What do you guys think the one reborn is? Good question. I'm guessing. My thought is probably the previous child of a great one. Kind of like a failed. Successor. It's so insane looking. Like a huge pile of body parts, like 1,000,000 arms and legs. Viscera. Whoops. I'll give it one more try. I'm falling asleep though, so my hunting skills are kind of going out the window. But I'll give it one more try. Margo? Yeah, I was thinking something like that. Did the ladies respawn? I don't think I've ever gotten killed by the one reborn before. I'm guessing they probably do. Yeah, this is a really cool area to explore. Besides, it's just I want to try and be optimizing the time a little bit. Oh yeah, they're alive. One reborn, I mean, beyond just like the mechanics, these ladies are supporting and summoning it. So. at least. To finish her off down on the ground level. Excuse me while I vomit body parts up onto you. We are a little light on the upgrades too. Third question is, what part of this thing actually would we consider the head? I guess the big guy up there. It does look a lot like the Orphan. Oh shit. Interesting. Wait, go for the plunging attack? I think I'm actually gonna go for the sleep on it and come back to him later attack. I can barely keep my eyes open. I gotta sign off. We'll take the One Reborn out next time. The One Reborn. Consider yourself lucky. You have 48 more hours of life. But yeah, I'm gonna log off. I'm falling asleep, guys. But thank you again for checking in, hanging out, and this will be resumed this Sunday. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We will come back. We will kick the One Reborn's ass. We're gonna do Canehurst Castle. A bunch of endgame stuff. Maybe not beat the game, but get pretty close. So there may be a part 4 that following Wednesday. But either way, thank you everybody for hanging out, chatting, chilling, joking around. It's always a blast. I love you all, and I will see you all next time. Remember, Sunday night, 8 p.m. Until then, adios.